Wow, look at that pool and look at that view. Envigado is such a great place to live. The price on this one is over $1,000 a month, but it looks like a really great apartment. What's good, everyone? Andrew with the Medellin Buzz. Today I'm going to show you how to rent an apartment without paying inflated tourist prices, without having a local ID, and without having a cosigner. The most expensive apartments are going to be on Airbnb, but you can find better deals through these methods that I'm going to show you in this video. I've helped people save hundreds, if not thousands of dollars a year using these two methods. So tip number one is to do a Google search. Apartamentos amoblados en Medellin. That's furnished apartments in Medellin. So for example, this first organic search result. What I suggest you do in order to save time is to not even look at apartments. What I would do is find a way to contact these people. Usually, oh, there it is. I clicked on Servicios, and they have a WhatsApp number. Get on WhatsApp immediately and tell them, hey, I'm looking for an apartment in El Poblado or in Laureles. My budget is $3,500,000. Can you send me inventory in the area? Why? Because if you tell them 4 million, they're going to send you inventory of everything around 4 million, maybe even more sometimes. That's been my experience. If you're liking this content, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button as I upload videos regularly. So what I would do is contact these people and tell them my budget and say, send me the inventory. And then you start going through it. This is going to save you a ton of time because a lot of the stuff that they have on these websites, like this stuff, is just clickbait. They have a great price, and this price could be the correct price, but this apartment's probably not available. That's been our experience helping our students in the Medellin Masterclass find apartments. Instead of wasting time and also investing yourself emotionally in an apartment, just contact them and then get the real inventory. Now, here's a quick warning. If you see apartments like this and the prices are really, really great, and the person responding to your WhatsApp messages is eager to get you into an apartment, and you ask them when you can go look at the apartment and they tell you that they can't take you because it's occupied right now, but you have to send the down payment right now because there's a bunch of other people that want this apartment, that is a huge red flag. Do not send anybody money without going to look at the apartment. Even if they send you a contract, they send you a ton of pictures, their own ID. I have seen this over the years and people have been scammed that way. So make sure that you are able to go look at the apartment before you give any money or sign any contracts. That being said, here's tip number two. Facebook. Facebook is huge in Medellin. You go to Facebook and do the same search. The first thing that you'll see is Facebook Marketplace. And this could be a really great place to find apartments because a lot of the people that post in Facebook Marketplace are not real estate agents, but actual owners of apartments. So you can click on See All here and you can filter. Let's say that my maximum price is, again, $1,000. I would just put 4 million here. And let's just press enter to see what happens. You want to weed through these because some of these will be overpriced, but you will find some really good hidden gems in Facebook Marketplace. For example, here's one, and this is for the most adventurous people. This is in downtown Medellin. I actually lived in the units adjacent to this in Torres de Bombona. 1,950,000 pesos per month for a furnished apartment in downtown near Torres de Bombona. If you're familiar with downtown Medellin, you know that that area is really great. But again, this would be for someone that really wants to know what it's like to live in Medellin, especially in downtown. But for that price, that's $477 for a completely furnished apartment. Granted, yes, it is in downtown, but that's just me literally going through this in 2 minutes. So I'm going through here, and here's one for 3 million pesos per month. This looks like the typical Colombian style of furnishings. But regardless, this is by Loma de los Bernal. This is 3 million a month for 216 square meters, 4 bedroom. How much is this in dollars? It's 3 million pesos. That's $734 for a 4 bedroom in Loma de los Bernal, which is in Belén. It's definitely a residential area. If you're looking to immerse yourself in Colombian culture, that's a great place to do it. And this person, Laura Lopez, is the one that put it up. And you can kind of vet the person as well. This is her, and this is all her listings. So this is obviously someone that does this for a living, which isn't a bad thing. You can still find a good deal using a person like this. She'll probably get a commission from this, but you can tell that this is not a fake profile because she's got a lot of listings. So you take the same strategy here. Instead of looking at pictures and falling in love, whatever, you send them a private message and say, hey, I'm interested in the apartment that you listed. My budget is X amount. I want to stay at least a month or 2 months or 3 months, whatever your stay is. Can you let me know if that one is available? If not, what inventory do you have within that budget? The third tip is Facebook groups. So you're going to do the same search. Apartamentos amoblados Medellin. Here on the left-hand side, you can tell Facebook what you want to see. You're going to click on groups, and you're going to see that there are a ton of groups where people post their apartments. There are probably going to be a lot of real estate agents listing their properties, but you can find those hidden gems where it's that one person listing their apartment for rent at a very reasonable price. Go to the ones that have the most members first. For example, this first one here has 11,000 members. You go in there, and you join the group. And you start going through the posts. And as you can see, there are a ton of posts, and you can see the date, 13 hours ago, 7 hours ago, 10 hours ago. And you can start sifting through these as well. And once you find something that you're liking, you send them a private message, ask if it's available, and scrolling through their posts. This person has a lot of apartments for rent, as you can see. Again, I wouldn't even look through the apartments and waste my time. Add them as a friend. Send them a message and say, hey, I'm looking for an apartment. I like what you have. Can you tell me what you have in my price range and for the days that I'm staying? And when can I go look at them? Some of these are pretty good. This one's in Envigado. It looks beautiful. Wow, look at that pool and look at that view. Envigado is such a great place to live. The price on this one is over $1,000 a month, but it looks like a really great apartment. But I guess price is relative, right? So I'm scrolling. So this one is... how much is this? That's 70 square meters. So it's not huge. It's 3,900,000 pesos. That's under $1,000. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath in this tiny space. But if you're just one person, it could work out really well for under $1,000. So this lady actually put the neighborhood that it's in Medellin, San Germán. So if I go to Google and type in San Germán, Medellin, you can see the actual area. And you can see the location. It looks like it's in Los Colores, or next to Los Colores, which is a great neighborhood. I actually lived up here. And this could be a really great neighborhood if you want to immerse yourself in Colombian culture, in Spanish, and live at a lower cost than in El Poblado or in parts of Laureles. And again, I can't stress this enough. Don't give anybody any money without seeing a property and without being sure that you're going to get the keys to that property. A lot of these websites are already used to working with foreigners. In our Rent Like a Local module, we actually give our students access to 30+ resources where they can find apartments with only a passport and some sort of deposit or down payment. So I know personally that this is possible. You just have to go out there and do the work and ask. If you don't want to do the work, make sure to join the Medellin Masterclass. Link is in the description below. When I first got to Colombia, I was completely broke. I was deported from the United States. I didn't have any dollars. I had to have a roommate out here because I didn't have Colombian credit. I didn't have a ton of money. And on top of that, I didn't have any friends that owned property. It took me a couple years to build up my network where I was able to have a friend co-sign for me for my own apartment. So I know the struggle of finding an affordable apartment. When you're sending messages to agencies or to individuals that are listing properties, make sure that you also tell them that you do not have a local ID, which is called a cédula, and that you'd like to know their process on renting to a foreigner with just a passport. And many of them will already have a process with bullet points on what they ask for and what you need to do. Here are a couple things to expect. Number one, try to get your deposit to be as low as possible, because the likelihood of you getting it back, even if you give back the apartment in an immaculate state, is very low. People do everything and anything to keep that deposit, so try to get it as low as possible. And everything is negotiable. If the security deposit is high, ask if you could pay a couple of months in advance in order to lower the security deposit. And another thing to expect, even if you're talking to a professional from an agency, is for them to not be as responsive, to not be as professional, to not be on time, etc. Medellin is a true test of your patience, to the point where that dreaded DMV line back home doesn't look so bad. So that's it for today. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one.